Hi, I'm Chef Mike Michaels, and you're watching Cooking at Home, where we demystify the magical world of culinary arts. So I got bored and decided to make a dip. Now what we're going to do, because see, most everybody doesn't have all the crazy ingredients, you take stuff you have at home, stuff you have on your shelf, make something simple. Why be difficult? It's culinary, It's no magic. It's just enjoying your food. Start a little bit of oil while the pan preheats, and for an extra touch of flavor, a little health, we're going to go with some organic coconut oil as well. Now, just want to come off, just use your thumb, push it off the spoon. No one says you can't. This is cooking. Have fun with it. Turn the heat up some more. Now, again, not all of us can have bins of fresh vegetables, fresh herbs, all this crazy stuff that you see on TV. We make do with what we have. Frozen chopped onions, canned diced tomatoes, canned beans. And again, try to make it simple. Let's take this out of the way. Now, start over here. Put in some onions, a little more onions, and we're right back in the freezer with this. Now we take a look inside. Give them a simple move. Don't be too crazy with them. You can see sometimes you get these little ends like this from the knots. Oh well. Oh, here's another one. Sometimes you get little knots like that. That's when they cut in the center of the onion. Throw them out. Some people say you can use them. I don't know, old habits die hard. I don't like them. Now, can of diced tomatoes. I always get the no salt added ones. The reason why is, well, I don't like a lot of salt on my food. I want it simple, I want it easy. And if I use no salt added, I can control the heat, control the salt, control anything I need to. Let these cook a little bit. Turn it down for a moment. Get some seasoning in here. Come on a little closer and take a look. Put some cracked black pepper. Grind that sucker right up. Love these fresh grinders. I always go with the small setting, unless I'm working on a steak. A little salt. Now I know some people will tell you don't put salt in the meats or things such as you're sauteing in the beginning because it releases all the moisture. The tomatoes are dumping the moisture out anyway. I think it's going to make a difference. Garlic powder, because we all got the dollar store garlic powder in the fridge or in the shelf. A little chili powder. A lot of chili powder. And some more chili powder. And then cumin. I use cumin for a lot of things, for both sides of the border of the food, whether I'm making Tex-Mex, Mexican, some South American dishes. Absolutely love it. Now, starting to mix a little bit. Get these things cooking. Turn the gas back up. Take some beans. Now these were rinsed thoroughly in cold water, because honestly, I don't like the bean slime. Really don't. These are basic, simple pinto beans. You can buy fresh, soak them overnight in water. Again, it'd be a little bit cheaper, but this is stuff you have on your shelves. Stuff I have on my shelves. Stuff that everybody has on their shelves. Nice and simple and easy. Now, while it's cooking, I'll put a little bit of parsley, a little bit of greens in there. Big debate about whether parsley has flavor or not. I think there's definitely something there. Now, we're going to add a little bit of heat to it. Now in one sauce. Thank you, Cluck you. Love this stuff. Actually, I add a lot of heat to it. Now the fumes are going to get you. What we do, and again, to make life simple and easy, throw a can of chili in there. You know, you can sit there and make your own chili, and I love to make my own chili, and that'll be another video. A little bit longer. I'll have to do a lot of editing to cut some of the time, but I love making my own chili. When I'm in the mood for something simple, pinch for time, just grab a can of chili. Makes it easier. Now, this is all simple stuff everybody can do, but me, I can't do things too simple. I like to make my flavors a little more complex. So what we're going to do here, because now tomatoes are sauteed, beans are cooked, onions are cooked, I start adding some different flavors to it. A little bit of Diet 7-Up. And a little coconut rum. Of course, sometimes they stick. And we're going to open them with. There we go. Not too much because it's a strong flavor, but again, using the coconut in this, strange as it sounds, going to add a layer of flavor. And that's what I do with my cooking. Take something simple, you know, chef it up, try the different layers and have some fun with it. Now what we're going to do now is we're going to take this, we're going to simmer. Love these screens. Great things to have. Get a couple for your house. While we're waiting, pop open some cheese. We're going to wait. Now we're going to taste it. Now, to avoid going through 10,000 spoons, instead of sitting there and eating like this, just dip the spoon in the back, run your finger across it, and taste it. Ooh, it's got some nice kick. That way you don't contaminate the spoon. You can use it again. So this has been simmering for about 10 minutes. Yes, we paused the camera. Shouldn't have to sit there watching this thing simmer for 10 minutes. Now, at this point in time, it's starting to thicken up. Still loose enough though that it makes for a nice dip. On top of some nachos. Now, a couple key notes while we're finishing this up. Me, I like my 911 sauce. However, when I work in the restaurants, you know, and especially when I'm working as the executive, customers ask for special dishes, they want something extra spicy, I'll always go ask them, you know, do you consider Tabasco sauce to be hot sauce or breath freshener? Now me, I like a little bit of mace on my steaks, so 911 sauce, it fits nicely for here. But again, season it to your own palate. It's the one thing about my cooking. If you like a little extra salt, put some extra salt. If you want some extra heat, add some extra heat. If you don't want heat at all, you don't have to use any heat. This is all about what you like. You know, there's an old running joke is that you know, what's the best wine in the world? Well, the best wine in the world is the one that you like to drink. Well, what's the best hot sauce in the world? The one that you like to eat. And if you don't like hot sauce, then hey, makes it even easier for you. So I'm going to figure it out. Now, again, as you can see, this is nice and loose. But if you were to add, say, some coconut flour, some garbanzo flour, which is my personal favorite, a little rice flour, and thicken up nicely. Then you could put it inside tortillas, make some tacos out of it, do different things. Or at the same time, simple and easy again, grab a pack right out of the freezer with brown rice. Put it in your microwave, let it dump the brown rice right in, mix it up, there you go, nice and simple. Now we're going to add some cheese to this, okay? This is nice spiked cheese. I'm going to put that in there. Now, I don't like going with too much, okay? Just enough. So I'm not a big, huge cheese fan. Now some people, they may want, you know, a little cheddar cheese extra on top. Oh, hey, whatever you like. Again, this is all about you. If you want to throw some cheddar cheese in it, if you want to throw some more on top, that's fine. You know, you can do a lot of different things at this point in time. Now we can start playing and having some fun. Now, taste it one more time. I can almost tell you from the smell it's going to be a little more cumin. That's really good. Now we're going to add some cumin. A little more. Now, again, with cumin, it likes to cake up if you get the good stuff. So sometimes you shake it and just nothing comes out. That happens. Open it up. Grab a pinch. Throw some in there. You know, it's okay. Other than that, it looks like we're pretty good. So we're going to turn this up. Get some nice fire going. going to let this finish. And as you can see, got nice color. Smells awesome. Bring this up to a little boil. While that's coming up, I get our plates ready. Now, I'm going to do this two ways. I'm going to do with some nachos. Not me. I'm a little more logical with my nachos. I'll put some chips down. It's almost ready. There we go. When you start hearing that sound, that scraping sound at the bottom of the pan, you hear almost like a sizzle when you move them. That's when you're ready. Feel a little resistance as you're sliding around. That's it. Good. Now, this is where I would take it out for a dip. So while this is boiling, I'm going to turn it down a little bit. I'm going to grab our crock. Throw some in. Let's see. That. Oh, that's just good. That's just good food. Oh. See, I love food. So I've been doing this for 26 years. 26 years professionally. But me, I grew up in the restaurants. My father's been a chef for 42 years now. That's where I learned everything I know. Well, not everything I know. A lot of what I know. I've fine-tuned a lot of his recipes too, but still, I'll put him up against some of the best chefs in the world with the things he can make. Now, it's got a little bit more thickness to it. So put the screen to the sink. I'm watching this enough, you don't got to worry about the screen. The main benefit of the screen is to basically save you a lot of cleanup time down the road. There's been times, and I know you've had them too, you go to cook a burger, and there's just grease splattering everywhere. Now, it's okay, all well and fine, but in a professional kitchen, we can clean up afterwards. You take the grates off the grill, put them in the sink. It happens all day long, so we got to clean them anyway and scrub them down. But this is your home kitchen. And you want to minimize the amount of time you're taking your ovens apart. All right, and we're good. And that'll also thicken as it sits. So now with my nachos, again, the bottom layer. Get a good amount on there. And then move the layer up, because you go out to get nachos, those top chips, they get all the fun stuff on there. What happens when you get to the bottom? You get the stale chips, they're sitting too long, there's no cheese, no nothing on them. What's the point? So, they're boring. Do it this way, every bite's got everything. A little more on top, just because they're nachos. You can never have too many nachos. We're good. Now, a couple quick tips. A couple things I want to review. Number one, layer your flavors. Try new things. Don't be afraid to experiment. Like you saw, I use a little bit of Diet 7-Up in the dish. What's wrong with that? Lemon lime flavor? Oh, I squeeze a little bit of lime, on fajitas. Why not put it in something like this? Another thing is your seasonings. You don't have to go out and buy, the most expensive stuff and the fresh garlic and the this and the that. Now, some things you'll see me use fresh garlic. My marinara sauce, my linguine and clam sauce, my scampis, yes. But for simple stuff like this, garlic powder. All you need for your season, garlic powder, oregano, chili powder, different things you need in the house. Dried basil's even fine. You don't have to have all the fresh ingredients and all the most expensive stuff. Again, we just made this dish with stuff off the shelf, with simple dollar store seasonings, and just canned goods. But yet, the food is out of this world. Spicy. It's hot. Oh, yeah. Woo. That's got some nice spice. It's got some really nice spice. So that was chips and dip and nachos if you like them that way. Have a good night.